I wish you could watch you at work. It's okay because I'm not really going over like a real topic tonight. I'm gonna give you Finance Friday, which is pretty much talking about reiterating what I talked about yesterday. Um, all right, there you go. So again, Instagram. If any of you are having issues, this go out. Best way to follow me is to get on TikTok or YouTube. Okay. Everything is the same across the board. Patrice L. Stewart, Patrice L. Stewart, Patrice L. Stewart, Patrice L. Stewart on TikTok, Patrice L. Stewart on Instagram, Patrice L. Stewart on YouTube, Patrice L. Stewart on Facebook. We do have a business page for Tax Credit Academy on Facebook, but I'm rarely on that as well. Okay. In business, you'll learn. You go where you are wanted, where your platform reach is. So on TikTok, we have almost 27,000 followers. On YouTube, we're growing because I've literally just got on YouTube, started doing videos on YouTube like this week. But we're growing very well on YouTube. So yeah, sorry, Instagram. Y'all don't see me much on here. But I try to come on here from time to time. But remember that. Follow my other pages to really stay connected or get this kind of information on a regular. Okay, so tonight, my question was, so many of you, we have been going over this, and I really want to get over and past this whole PPP thing, right? But so many of you have reached out regarding how to get it forgiven. So what do? I'm in business, okay? I am a business. Remember that. I'm not running around a nonprofit around here. So I host workshops, webinars, classes, right? So what I would like to do is, what I'm thinking about doing is doing a live workshop just like this. We're live, so we will not be on YouTube. We will not be on TikTok. We will be on a Zoom platform. So once you secure your seat, your ticket, you will get the Zoom link and webinar, and then we can go in from there. But what I want to do is find out who is on here now and wants this information. I've asked our community. I've asked our my private text network. So now I need to get on here and ask you all. We're doing pretty much market research right now to find out if this is a class that we need to go ahead and set up within the next 7 days. So any of you that are interested in learning what it takes to pretty much learning how to get your whole PPP forgiven. All right. If you got round 1, round 2, you can apply to get both of those forgiven. If you don't know the paperwork that you need, you don't know the form, the application, the process, then this will be the perfect live workshop for you. Because in that workshop, that's what the goal is, to break down the form that you need to fill out. Most of your banks or banks that you went through for lending, they will accept this form because this form is provided by the SBA. If you don't know how to fill it out, if you're not working with somebody who's going to be assisting you with it, right? And the workshop is only going to be $67. That's it. So I just want to know who is interested in it. Then that way I can send you the information. We'll be talking about this through the next week. This is one of the first workshops that we'll host within the next 7 days, is regarding the PPP loan forgiveness, right? Then I also have a workshop coming up about this whole EIDL application, right? Because many of you, if you're not familiar with it, economic impact disaster loan is still available, all right? For many of you legitimate business owners, and especially if you applied last year, you can apply for an increase, okay? I just did a video. I'll be posting it on TikTok very, very soon, but I just did a video logging into my client's portal, showing the loan amount that they got and then the loan offer that they got. Once we sent in the request, right? Once you log into your portal, you can request for additional funding. If you have already applied, you say, I look Indian. I get that all the time. If you have already applied for EIDL last year and you already had a portal, you already got accepted, you already got a loan offer, you already got the funding, you can log into your same portal, right? And you're able to request additional funding. So want you to understand, they are asking you to fill out a 4506T tax form, right? And that's allowing the government to be able to go and pull your tax returns. So make sure that you're okay with that. But as long as you're okay with that, you can file and you can get additional funding right now. EIDL is still open. It is open until the end of 2023. So EIDL is the one that's that 30-year loan at 3.75% interest rate. All right. So I will be hosting a workshop regarding that as well. But that's pretty simple. I'm really doing that for like my main clients who had questions regarding that. But the reason why I was really on here tonight was to get a poll from you all as far as who, excuse me. As far as who was interested in a live workshop regarding your PPP application and process. All right. Good evening. Okay, TikTok. Hey, from Tampa. Dr. Susan Carlson, how are you this evening? If you don't get it forgiven, when does it need to be paid back? It needs to be paid back. If you don't get it forgiven, then it depends on when you got your loan. It's pretty much, you have 8 weeks or 24 weeks to utilize the funds, right? And then more recently, they just gave you a 12-month deferral. So a lot of people don't know about that. But if you're looking to pay it back, it depends on from the date that you got the loan, that you received the money in your account. You have 8 weeks up to 24 weeks to utilize the funds. And then after that, you have an additional 12-month grace period to pay the loan back. All right. Remember, PPP is a 5-year, 1% interest rate loan if you're not going to get it forgiven. Remember, in order for it to be forgiven, you have to show proof of how you utilized and spent that money. So if you did not spend that money the way you were supposed to be spending that money, okay, then you're going to be one of the ones that's going to end up just paying the loan back. All right. I do also want to say that with all of these different programs, that is what they are. They're loans, right? But the benefit of these programs are their loans at very low interest rates. You will never, ever, ever go to a lender and get a business loan at a 1% interest rate for 5 years. That's not going to happen. Not going to happen. You're never going to get 100,000, 200,000. Right now, if you got EIDL, say you got 50,000 in EIDL and you want to request an additional 100 or 150,000, you're not going anywhere and getting an additional $150,000 for a 30-year term at 3.75% interest rate. Not going to happen. I've been in business for 13 years, been in financial services 17 years. There is no other banks that are offering those kind of rates. Most business loans pay anywhere between 15 to 25% interest when we're dealing with standard lending, standard banking. Okay, most of my clients, when they're applying for business loans and they're getting 100,000, that interest rate is about 18%. That interest rate is about 20%. All right, so these SBA government loans, I will say, are your best option. If you are a legitimate business owner, that's your best option. I'm not understanding. I really don't have comments on for YouTube. YouTube, I don't see no comments for y'all. All right, there you go. I have to refresh the screen. Hey, y'all. There go my YouTube folk. No, so the PPP loan application process itself is over. That ended May 31st. Where do I submit my forgiveness form? You submit it to your bank, whoever you applied to. You have to get the money through a bank, so that's who you submit it to. If you don't get it forgiven, when does it need? Okay, I already answered that one. Yeah. I need the class ASAP. Okay, right. So that's what I want to know. If you are interested in this PPP loan forgiveness class, then right now type I'm in so I know. And I'm going to capture your information. Matter of fact, YouTube, text me to 773-923-1763 and type I'm in. Text me, I'm in. And then that way, when I create the checkout link and page next week, I can just directly send it to you. So remember my private text community that I was telling you, where you get VIP access to me, where you get discounts on all the classes and stuff like that. I'm going to offer an early bird special. So for those of you who, instead of paying $67, you're going to end up paying $47. You only going to have 2 days to do it. But in order for you to pay the $47, you got to be in my community. So TikTok, while all of you are on here saying I'm in, text me right now to 773-923-1763. Text I'm in to 773-923-1763. So I got a piece of paper. Text me I'm in, and then I'll send you the direct link once we get it set up next week, because I'm going to be doing this workshop within the next 7 days. I know it's backwards. Y'all can't see it, but it's 773-923-1763. What I'm going to show you in this class is how to do it for either round. This class will be for either whether you got the first round PPP or the second round PPP. I'm going to be showing you that in the class. Because a lot of you all have been contacting us about that. So when stuff like that happens, I do webinars. Okay? That way we can get all 50 of you, 75, however many of you all in one setting, one class, live like this. You get live Q&A, get your questions answered, all that stuff, and we knock it out in one setting. That's how I do business. All right? So as we're being told right now, there is not another round of PPP coming yet. All right. There's not another round yet, but there is more funding. So that's why I have been telling you more funding is coming. And those of you who are like non-for-profits, those of you who have organizations, right? You all definitely, all right? You all definitely should be set up if you're not set up. I need you to have your bank accounts open. I need you to have your paperwork in order, because there is more funding coming. I have a direct source, all right, in the grant department that works for the government, not necessarily SBA, but they work for a government agency, and they just got over $100 million in funding. So they are about to be giving this money out, okay? So those of you who are business owners, if you're not set up, you need to be set up. Make sure you get yourself together, all right? And when I say set up, you need to have an actual business set up, right? They don't want to see all this sole proprietor stuff. That's why y'all going through all this stuff now. You need to actually have an LLC, corporation, non-for-profit, partnership. You need to be registered in your state. You need to have a legal EIN. You need to have a business bank account, all right? Because money is coming. And depending on because I have a non-for-profit company, if you all didn't know. I have a non-for-profit company called Sense of Responsibility. That is originally how I started doing education, going around the city of Chicago. I worked with Phillips High School for 2 programs, talking to the students, right? I've been at several high schools, educating the students on money management, things like that. But in the beginning, before I didn't have my nonprofit agency, I was spending my own money out of it, right? Then I learned to start a non-for-profit. So I have a legal 501c3 called Sense of Responsibility, all right? That I will be ready when this program funding comes out. Because this particular funding that I'm talking about is for specific programs, but they're specifically related to issues in the community, okay? In low-income communities. That's what I'm gonna say. This $100 million that's available is for businesses who are helping, empowering, enlightening, uplifting, educating, right? Low-income communities. So if you either have a business or a non-for-profit, it's money coming. I'm telling y'all right now. What I always tell y'all on here, don't wait to get ready. You got to already be ready. Okay? Those of us who in business, we stay ready. I stay ready. I open up a new company every year and just let it sit. All right? I got about 5 or 6 different LLCs, corporations, non-for-profits. All right? It's a reason why I do that. Because I stay ready. I'm not getting the money after, I'm not getting the company together after the money is available. I set the company up and let it sit for a year or 2. Okay? So that's when I'm saying stay ready, that's what I'm saying, stay ready. Because you're going to have certain things in place in order to get this funding. So if you wait until next year or whenever they're going to release this money, you're not going to be ready. All right? So, it's a lot. Don't worry, because every single day I have something different for you to tell you or update you on. All right. So again, if you are interested in the PPP forgiveness, how to get your PPP forgiven, right? Because most of you got that first round funding, that second round funding. Text I'm in to 773-923-1763. 773-923-1763. 773-923-1763. All right. Then once we had a checkout page ready for you next week, I will send it to you. And those of you who are in my community, you will get the early bird discount. And the early bird discount is only for 48 hours. It's $47 instead of $67. All right. I didn't get 1 or 2. Okay, well, baby, if you didn't get 1 or 2, you won't be applying. You can only get the money forgiven if you got the money. So, TikTok, what y'all talk about? Let me go back up and read some of y'all stuff if y'all had anything to say. Also tonight, what did I talk to y'all about last night? I talked to y'all about that crypto last night, so I'm not going to go over that. But what I did want to talk to you all about before I get off of here today, because I came here really to kind of ask that polling question. Thank you for loving my energy, boo. For that polling question. Taxes. I want you all to know and understand too. My office, we file taxes all year round. All right. Tax season is not over. So if you still need to file 2020 taxes, 2019 taxes, 2018 taxes, we can file them electronically. Okay. We can file them electronically. And we're still filing taxes. I have work. All right. After I get off of here with y'all, I got work to do. Okay. Because we still work around here. But my office is open all year round. So we do taxes all the way up until November and December. So many of you are not aware of that. You can still file your taxes for 2020 and 2019 and 2018. And my office can file them electronically. We don't mail in taxes. Okay. Because what did I tell you all? I'm an e-file agent. So I'm registered with the IRS as an e-file agent. I can electronically file your taxes and get them submitted to them instantly. When we file your taxes, they're received in less than a minute. That's the 2 minutes. That's the 3 minutes we get your acceptance, right? All right, so let me go through y'all questions. Do y'all have any questions or comments so far for what I said? Y'all don't be going back and forth on here with these people that be talking mess. I answered that. Yeah, all the 3 of you that commented, I'm in. Text that number. Rika Boo Aerial official. Drop off savviness. Text that number. How to get the forgiveness letter. I have all that. I have nonprofit. Yeah, don't answer these type of people. They be mad and hating. We're gonna just block and delete him. Don't even respond to that, Jamie. He's blocked and deleted. You know it's called social media. I told y'all there's so many internet keyboard pushers around here. Half these people see me walk past, they'll never say nothing to me a day in their life. I told y'all it's a bunch of wolf talkers on here. We know he ain't from Chicago because we don't play that shit in Chicago. So I just blocked and deleted. Don't worry. Don't be responding to that nonsense, y'all. You haven't missed nothing, baby. You haven't missed nothing. I'm in the community and the Facebook group. I'm not going to miss nothing. Come on. I'm sorry, YouTube. I haven't been over here. Let me see what y'all saying. I need more info on getting this money. I don't need that class. I need the money class. You were talking about learning to start a business. I don't have any idea what to do. I can get into business. Okay, I'm going to host another class because I did host a class last week for you to set your business systems up. See, and that's the thing. It's so much. Like, it's y'all, so many of y'all have been asking for different stuff. So I'm trying to create content and courses and classes around the majority. Because of course, everybody, has something. We have about 2,000 people in our private Facebook group. We have about 1,500 people in the text group. So everybody wants something, right? Every class I'm not going to do, right? Every request that you have is not going to be a class, right? I'm trying to do some of that stuff, but some of that stuff I do in my business, right? So everything is not going to be a class. But we're going to try. We're going to try to help as many people as we can. New here, what y'all talking about? So we pretty much talking about funding, business funding. I just came on. I just mailed in my 2020. And when I called the IRS, they said I have to wait. Girl, yeah. Oh, yeah. You mailed it in? You're going to be waiting a long time, boo. They still going through mail from last year's tax season. So that's what I tell y'all. If y'all have to mail in your taxes, you're going to be waiting a while. So it's better for you to work with an e-file agent like myself where we can electronically file your taxes like instantly. Because anybody that's waiting on the mail, you're going to be waiting a while. I'm just tell you that. So hopefully you're not looking for a refund right away because you're going to be waiting, boo. You're going to be waiting, boo. PPP questions only. So this particular one is not. I labeled it, because I wanted y'all to understand that I'm about to do a live workshop regarding the PPP forgiveness. But it's not specifically to that. If you have another question, you could put one on here. Happy Times on YouTube. Hi, y'all. Hey, Slick, Gia, Beverly, Young Music, Shannon, Elvis. The Lord has rising. How are you? Anyone wanting a woman who's got a bush in the streets? You had to tie your shoes, cross your toes. You right. The Lord is rising. You right. You gotta come all kind of ways if you want a woman of this caliber. You right. I'm glad you know it. What if already SBA approved? If you already SBA approved, what you waiting on? Get your money. Some of the questions y'all be asking, I'll be like, what y'all want me to say? If you got the approval, what you waiting on? I've been told that the loan app is in queue. What does that mean? So even though PPP has ended, right? So that means no new applications could go in because that ended May 31st. But if you had already got your application in before May 31st, They're still funding those. So there are people still receiving their PPP money. They're just in line. Yeah. Instagram, I ain't worried about y'all because, like I said, I don't be on there like that. My following is not big on Instagram. So I pour into where my followers are. YouTube, y'all newer, but TikTok been rolling with me. TikTok been rolling. Just stopped in for a minute. I'm at work. I'm glad I found you here. Thank you, boo. I'm glad you found me too. Come on back next time. They said I could not file electronically. Okay. Yeah, I mean, some of you all have that restriction depending on what was going on with your taxes. So if they told you that you have to mail it in, then yeah, you just had to mail it in. So depending on your situation, sometimes they will tell you that. Let's see. I got a question. What if you got SBA approved already? Do you get the funds? Yeah. So you still would get the funds. They still going through. They're still releasing funds even to this day. So yeah, 6 weeks later, they're still processing PPP funds if you got approved. Can I incorporate my photography business from California with a Chi-Town business? Can you incorporate your photography business from California with a Chi-Town business? Newsome Lighthouse Solutions. Can you elaborate on that a little more? Because this is the thing. If the Chi-Town business is the same as the photography business, but you're working that business out of California, all you have to do is file a foreign filing form. But I don't know exactly if that's what you're asking me. Can I incorporate my photography business, from California with a Chi-Town business? I would only say if they're in the same realm. If your Chi-Town business is photography, then yeah. And you can have both registered in each state. But if it's a totally different type of business, then no, that needs to be a separate entity. This is what y'all got to learn with business. You don't mix different entities. So if you got a photography business, that's one business. If you got a real estate business, that's one business. If you have a ice cream parlor, that's one business. All three businesses need to be a separate entity, right? But if it's the same business and you just opening up another location in a different state, then all you're doing is asking for a foreign filing. So whatever state you were first incorporated in, you'll do a foreign filing form in the other states. So if you incorporated in Chicago, you'll do a foreign filing form in California as the photography business. But if it's not the same, so hopefully I answered your question. Can I text you and ask a question? So let me tell y'all too, with my text group, I'm not answering questions in there, right? You still have to, if you want to ask additional questions and stuff like that, you have to book a consultation. I have a pick my brain consultation. It's 30 minutes for $67. But like, this is my time that I give y'all for free out of my time. You get what I'm saying? Any additional questions that you have to book a actual paid consultation. If I'm not answering something on here for you. I honestly am here because I think Patrice. DH, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Kenya. I got approved. Why some of y'all got the same stuff over and over and over? Your self-made, your thing is on here like 18 times talking about you got approved. Some of y'all phones be acting up. All right. And I'm on 2 platforms, so bear with me. I'm on YouTube and TikTok. If we have any other questions, can we ask it to that number? No, that's the thing. Don't get on my number thinking y'all about to send me paragraphs and a bunch of questions. No, I am a business. Okay? I get on here out the kindness and the goodness of my heart like this. This is where you get your free questions at with me. My text community is not for you to be asking me 21 free questions. I'm going to send you my booking link. All right. So people who think you're going to send me a paragraph, 2 paragraphs about your situation, I don't read that. I'm going to send you that link. Book a call. All right. That's how we work. So if I'm not answering something on here and you want to ask more questions, book a call. I have a pick my brain session, $67 for 30 minutes. If you're talking about PPP, we got a specific PPP call. All right. What about the child tax credit that they sending out in July? Okay. We can go over the child tax credit. I'll do that. I'll go over that again. I talked about that a little bit last night, but we can go over the child tax credit again. Yes, I need that too to fill my taxes from the previous years. So Beverly, the process, everybody's tax returns are different. So it's not a flat rate. I have a sheet that tells you like what forms we charge, but your tax preparation fee is based off of what I have to file for you. So every individual tax return is different. Somebody may have 3 W-2s. Somebody may have 1 W-2 and a business. You know what I'm saying? So you have to actually book an appointment, and then we can look at your paperwork and see what you have, and then I can give you a formal quote. But taxes are not a flat rate fee. Taxes are based off of what your individual need is. So since I don't know what your need is, you have to book an appointment. And I do have a new client tax appointment on there. And we do virtual. So you do not have to be in Chicago. I do work with clients in all 50 states. I can file taxes in all 50 states. So right now I do work with about 10 states that we have clients in. So yeah, and you can book that on my booking link. I'm sorry, TikTok. Let me get over here to y'all. Do you need an LLC or EIN for each business? So that depends on you and how you want to run your business. I don't get on here and I'm not getting on here and telling you to just start an LLC or a nonprofit or a partnership. That's another reason why we do consultations to figure out what it is you're trying to do. Your goal and whatever you're trying to achieve is going to be different from what I'm trying to achieve. It's going to be different from the next person is trying to achieve. So anything that I'm on here saying, I'm not giving you legal advice, okay? Let me state that clause on here. You know, I'm not giving you legal advice or none of that stuff right now. Everything that I'm telling you is based off of my client base and what I do, right? And what my business does. So if you work with your own tax professional, your own attorney, you can ask them those questions or things like that. Because again, each individual person, all of you have a different need. You get what I'm saying? We're not the same. Your business is not the same as my business. So when I get on here, I'm not saying this is this and this is that, because all of you all have a different business. We all do different things. So your paperwork may not be set up how my paperwork is. You get what I'm saying? So for me, if you're going to work with me, I like to do a consultation. I like to ask you questions. Where are you? Where are you going? What are your thoughts? What are your dreams? What are your aspirations? What do you see for your future? Because at that point, then that's what would determine what type of business you have. Everybody automatically says start an LLC, and that doesn't necessarily mean you need an LLC. If you are doing like my non-for-profit and you're doing giveaways or you're giving back or you're trying to fund people or you're doing community events, you may not need an LLC. You may need a non-for-profit. You get what I'm saying? Because you get a different type of benefit and tax write-off with a non-for-profit than if you was an LLC or a corporation. So that is not a one answer all. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all for real business, because many of you have been listening and talking to the naysayers, but people who are in business or business professionals like myself, it's not a one size fits all. If anything, we build the business or we set the business up for your need. That's what a real professional does. A real person not going to get on here and just say start an LLC and I haven't asked you no kind of questions, what you're doing. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm not saying you have to have an LLC or an EIN. I'm telling you, if you just came in, I was saying that more funding is coming out, right? It's not necessarily going to be PPP funding, but more funding is coming out for people who have not-for-profits, for people who are working in the community like myself, right? So that's what I said. I had an insider that works in the grant department that told me we got $100 million that we just got, and we're going to need this dispersed. So that's why I'm on here saying, if you have a non-for-profit, if you have a business set up, make sure that you're ready, because there's other funding sources coming for businesses, right? All right, so we answered everybody on TikTok. Let's go to YouTube. All right, YouTube, I'm back. Looking through what y'all asking. Do you only file taxes? Okay, nope, I answered that. So nope, I file taxes for all 50 states. If you are planning to pay yourself, then it's my understanding you cannot have both the PPP and unemployment benefits. How can I get in contact with you directly and schedule an appointment? Let me also put my booking link on here right now. So here is my booking link, and then once I update the video, I'll put it in the details too. But you can book me at Tax Cred Academy, which is my company name. As y'all see, taxcredacademy.as.me. That's my booking link. If you on TikTok, all you got to do is click my profile page, that LinkedIn. It's a safe link. Okay, don't let TikTok tell you it's not safe. It's a safe link. That LinkedIn link will also get you to me. It's a link on there that says book with Patrice. 101 consultations, questions, stuff like that. That's how you all can book a consultation. And for YouTube, I just typed it in. And you all, my name is Patrice, not Patricia. Okay? My mother's name is Patricia. I'm Patrice. I'm a junior. All right? So my name is Patrice, Patrice. All right? Not Patricia. Just had to tell some of y'all, because y'all love to call me Patricia. And I'd be like, that is not my name. That's my mama name. Okay? Don't play me like that. That's her name. All right. It's been reviewed. Need the loan officer to approve it. Sorry, was using the voice. Appreciate it. Say it's one of your business. I'm interested in more information regarding how you put use on business payroll. Do I need to book a consultation? You mentioned this in another video. Yes, that's a business consultation call. If you're asking about anything business, payroll, anything business is a business consultation. Say I wanted to make your videos. Oh, okay, wait a minute. That's the young man I was asking the question. Okay, what were you saying? It's been approved, need the loan officer to approve it. And then you said, okay, appreciate that. What I want to know is you do media. Say it's one of your business. Say it's one of your business. I'm interested in, say I wanted to make your videos. Okay, I answered you pretty much. You said thank you. What would be the first steps to developing business credit? So on TikTok, I have a YouTube video. A video on my TikTok page where I gave you the 4 business credit tiers. If you also in my group, the Tax Cred Academy group, I just posted a whole picture with like 8 different business credit companies. So I suggest you get into them. Get in my Tax Cred Academy group. It's called the Tax Cred Academy group, same way my name. Tax Cred, except it's got the Tax Cred Academy group. You can request to get in the group and you can find that information out. Or you could go on my TikTok page and I put a video on there that says 4 business credit accounts. And I went through a whole video for 1 minute and broke down each account for you to do that. All right, I know I told you about the child tax credit. Let's get to that so I can get off of here because I'm not going to be on here past the hour today. Do you set a date for your business classes? Yes, I do. So that's what we're working on right now. Because I'm still filing taxes, I'm trying to get through majority of these taxes because I'm about to be traveling again. But yeah, the goal. Within the next 30 days, I'm going to have like a list of content. So like August, we'll have class dates. So you'll know every week what classes are available. And then we're also creating this monthly membership program, because many of you, I've been planning and working on this monthly membership for almost 2 years now, right? But the goal is to educate you monthly. So if you pay a one flat monthly membership fee, right, it's pretty much going to be $47 a month. But in this monthly membership, I'm doing this. I'm going live with you twice a month. I'm dropping you video content. I'm teaching you business. I'm teaching you business credit. I'm teaching you taxes. I'm teaching you personal credit. Like, you're going to get a whole realm of content monthly. You get what I'm saying? So it's more beneficial for you. Then you're not feeling like every class you got to pay for, because I'll be uploading this content every month. You get what I'm saying? So then that way you just in it for that one flat monthly fee, and you'll get a lot of content in that month. And then if you wanted to take a class outside of that, then you can. But the goal is to have a monthly ongoing membership for you all, because this is so much, right? Business alone. And many of you are startup businesses. You have a lot of questions. And it's a lot with business. Like, you could talk about stuff 365 days a year. You get what I'm saying? And especially when it comes to taxes, things change on a regular. Like, things have changed within this last 6 months, right? And so stuff like that, instead of me doing a class for every single thing, it would just be more beneficial for me to have a monthly membership for you. And then I'm dropping certain content every month. And then you can expect it. Like, okay, we know Patrice is going to go over this in September. We know Patrice is going to go over this in October, right? So the goal is to get you set up, plan everything, and then release the content monthly. So that's what I'm working on right now with my social media management team. So within the next 90 days, like we're taping content and everything for this next 30 days. So within the next 30 days, within the next 60 days, I'll have the program released, because I'm taping content literally every day. We're doing a different class. I work with someone who has a business membership. Let me know if you need help setting it up. Thank you, the Angel brand. But I literally just hired an agency for that, because that was my problem. I was trying to do all of this, and that's what I learned is I have a problem with. That's my part of my problem, being in business. I'm such a control freak. I want to know everything. So I took all these classes, all these courses, all this stuff, and then I was like half putting everything together. And then I realized, you know what, Patrice, you need a team. You need a team that's going to help you do all of this. So I hired a team about 2 weeks ago, and we've gotten a lot done. So thank you for that, Angel. But I just hired a team to do all of that. So that's why I'm excited, because Lord, when you get these people on your team and they be doing the work, you see a lot. So what if you add your kids to your payroll? Some are youth. You can add your kids to payroll, but you also need to learn the proper way to add your kids to payroll, depending on how your business is set up. That's why I say a lot of y'all be wanting to do LLCs, but some of y'all need to be set up as a different type of entity, which is why I have that course. I have that LLC versus S Corp versus corporation course, right? And that's why I did like 3 or 4 of those in January and February, because that's what I was saying. A lot of people like to just automatically start an LLC. But what y'all don't understand is the LLC has no tax benefits. None. I'm in business to make money and keep my money. I ain't in business to set up no LLC. That's what y'all don't be understanding. The paperwork is the easiest part. Your structure and how you are set up tax-wise, that's what benefits business owners. If you all are trying to be like Jeff Bezos, right? Amazon made $1 billion and pays 0 in federal taxes. Don't you want to work? Don't you want to have your business like that? Y'all be so focused on just setting up an LLC. A LLC ain't shit without that tax liability entity. So that's what I was saying. Everybody want to tell you start an LLC, start an LLC, start an LLC, start an LLC. Yeah, what you starting an LLC for? To separate yourself, that's the only benefit that you're getting with an LLC, is just to separate yourself from your social security number. But tax-wise, you have no benefit. You're taxed just like a sole proprietor. This is why you need to speak to a professional before you go doing stuff. This is why you need to speak to a tax and business strategist like myself, all right, before you just go setting stuff up. Because a lot of y'all go run and do that, and then when you come to file taxes, you wondering why you got to pay so much in taxes. You wondering why on a Schedule C form, you're taxed at 36% interest. Those of you who are sole proprietors and single member LLCs, y'all pay more taxes than I do. I'm a corporation, but I'm an S corporation. I pay 21% in taxes and less than that. That's the difference. Y'all be thinking y'all doing something setting up an LLC. That LLC ain't doing nothing for you if it's not set up properly. If it's not set up properly, that's the difference. Learn business. This is real business. You get what I'm saying? If you want to learn business, how the wealthy run their companies around here, many of y'all, again, you just be wanting to look good on paper. You just be listening to your friends who told you to do it. But you need to think. You need to actually get advice. You need to actually talk to a professional, someone who knows what they're doing. You get what I'm saying? So this is part of the reason why I be on here. I need y'all to understand you can't talk to everybody about your business. Because if you're talking to somebody who's just on the same playing field as you, a lot of times y'all get the wrong information. You see what I'm saying? A lot of y'all get misconstrued, and you found that out this year too with this PPP stuff. You found that out. So you got to pay for professional advice. You got to pay for professional advice. You got to learn to pay for professional advice. Stop being cheap. All right. Because everybody love to say, oh, you could just go on the state and pay it yourself. You can. State of Illinois LLC costs $150. Most states, LLC to register, it costs less than $100. The paperwork is the easiest part. That's simple. Paperwork is real easy, but it's not set up properly if depending on what you're making, depending on your income. All right. I don't pay taxes. My business, we rarely pay taxes. I pay state taxes. I don't pay federal taxes. I know all the business tax laws and benefits. I don't play. I'm going to take everything that's written in the IRS publication because it's written there for me. That's what y'all don't get. All of the benefits to running a business or to running something in the United States of America is in the business tax laws, y'all. It's in the business. All right. And then so we're going to talk about this child tax credit real quick. Child tax credit. Instead of wearing a shirt with your logo on it, you should have a banner behind you on the wall with all your social media links and business links. Thank you for that, Marita. Actually, a lot of times I'm at my office, but I'll think about that. I'll think about putting that on there. So thank you for that, Marita. Thank you. I'll consider that. I'll be booking with you for the correct information. Yeah, I heard S Corps are the most tax friendly. Instead of sticking together, but can't. Willie Lynch syndrome is for. I just learned something new because that's all we've heard of. I know that's all y'all heard of. I see it all over Facebook and Instagram all day. Start an LLC, start an LLC, start an LLC. And ain't nobody talking about the tax liability around here. Nobody. TikTok with y'all. That's great. Absolutely. You need to be more specific. Damn, just got my LLC last week. And that's just because you got it don't mean you still can't do it. Just making other people money. Oh, you live here? Yeah, I'm from Chicago. Born and raised. I live here. Yep. If you need help or assistance, my link is in my profile page. Book a consultation. It's a form on IRS.gov to change it to an S Corp. I made the same mistake 2 years ago. They apply for the articles of the corporation, but didn't apply for the sales tax certificate. Do you need a sales tax certificate? Depending on your business. Because everybody's not required to have a sales tax certificate. Like, I'm a servicing industry. I don't have to pay sales tax because I provide a service, right? So everybody doesn't have to get a sales certificate depending on your business. If you're selling a product, then you would need a sales. If you're selling a product or clothes or something like that, right? If you sell a product, yes, right. But for servicing, you don't need it. Yes, I do help in other states set your business up. Okay, I don't know what he talking about because he been talking on everybody thing. Maybe change your business structure, and I think it should be an easy process. Every talking about what you should do. Affiliate commissions following the service or product category they need to donate. Okay. So the last thing I'm gonna go over is you have a clothing line. So you sell. I know that, but I'm talking about those selling their product. Cool. And then let me also just say this. My office is going to be open, but I'm not going to be sitting in this tax seat next year. My calling is greater. I'm transitioning myself from this tax seat more to an online influencer and speaker. So more of what I'm doing and building, even with this whole online membership and community, that's part of it. You know, we're going to be traveling, going around from state to state, teaching people, you know, how to get money, how to make some money, how to change their mindset, right? So cool. You could be looking for a tax professional, but I just want you to understand you may or may not be. You will more than likely be working with a partner of mine because I have hired on a CPA to work with, an enrolled agent. So a lot of those people will be managing the business for taxes will come next year. But you're definitely welcome to contact me if you're looking for a new tax professional. We could definitely get you set up and started this year with whatever you need. Yeah, you'll need to see if you're selling a product, more than likely you will need a sales certificate unless you're in a state that doesn't charge sales tax, which is not many. But that's the type of stuff that you gotta, you know what I'm saying, that you're supposed to be knowing and doing research on when you starting your business. Like before you even incorporate and set your businesses up, this is the type of research or stuff that you should be knowing. Do you need a sales certificate? You know, do you need certain things? Do you need a formal business license, right? All of that stuff. So if you don't know that type of stuff, that's what I'm talking about, like as far as working with a professional to learn that type of stuff. Because a lot of you jump out the window to start your business, and then sometimes you don't have everything set up properly. And then you end up having to start over. You're mad because you spent all this money. You know what I mean? So it's good to kind of do your research and stuff now and know what you need to have up front. And then that way, like I said, if you don't know, it's good to hire a professional to find that stuff out. I recently found your videos within the last week. I reached out to you through your website. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Lady Bo. Look forward to talking to you. Yeah, but Mr. James, you definitely should look into that. What's the difference between an SBA loan and a PPP? It's not a difference. SBA loan and PPP is the same thing. PPP is an SBA loan. EIDL is an SBA loan. They're the same thing. Just two different programs. PPP is one program from the SBA. EIDL is another program from the SBA. That's the thing. That's how I feel right now. I feel like I jumped in head first. Yeah, it's okay, but you could fix it. So don't feel like that. That's always the benefit of everything. Everything could be fixed, you all. It's not an end all be all. Don't feel bad. Everything could be fixed. Everything, any and everything could be fixed. So don't feel like that. You just didn't know. You can't beat yourself up for what you didn't know. That's why God led you here. You found my page. That's why you're hearing this little bit of knowledge. Look at it like that. You're gonna be all right. You're gonna get it fixed. Do you have experience helping set up technology businesses? Yes, depending on. Like I have a couple of clients that are app developers. I have another client that has his own tech firm. So yeah, I have some experience with technology business. I have to see if I need to sell. Okay, I saw that one already. All right, so last thing before we get off, because I got 56, I've been on here 56 minutes, and I said I was not going past an hour. Child tax credit. All right, so child tax credit. Somebody asked about that a couple of times on here, so let me go ahead and go over that. I know, boo, I'm sorry. You did miss a lot. I've been on here almost an hour, but don't worry. Go on YouTube. YouTube, that's the good thing. TikTok, if any of you missed anything, that's why I'm doing TikTok and YouTube at the same time now. So the moment, anytime I go live on TikTok, I'm going live on YouTube at the same time. That way, if you miss anything, you can always go to YouTube and watch the replay. Okay. Richie Rich say, "What can I submit my dating resume?" Y'all know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm 40. I don't have no kids, but I ain't here to play no games with no men. All right, it's a bunch of y'all been in my inbox, and like Ryzen said, you gotta come correct. If you ain't got nothing, you ain't trying to do nothing, you ain't got your own everything. Don't even come this way, cause I ain't even focused on that. Okay. I'm not focused on that. God got my man. Okay. That's how we gonna roll. All right. Child tax credit. Child tax credit. All right, y'all. I really feel like this is gonna be a huge mess. I just want to tell y'all this right now. Okay. Those of us in the tax industry, we feel like this is gonna be a huge mess. Okay. A huge mess. One, you have to have a portal. The portal, YouTube, I'm going to put the portal here on this link. Okay. So again, TikTok, come on YouTube in the details. Once this video is released, once the stream is over, you'll see the detail. I'm going to put the portal. You all can go in right now and set up a portal. Now, this is the thing, right? Remember, it's two different kind of tax credits with this. You have it for the kids that are under, the age of 6 and under. I read so much, y'all. I cannot remember everything. So don't quote me. But I want to say it's under the age of 6 and under. If somebody on here in the tax industry and you know, cool. But it's what, $3,600 up to the age of 6. And then 6 and over, it's up to $3,000. So 5. There we go. I knew it was something. Thank you, Lexpression. 5. So this is the thing, though, y'all. Y'all know normally you get this money. It is. So somebody said 5, somebody said 6. Fine, whatever. You know, if you got a child 5 or 6, it's that range, right? Because I'm not, I don't have my notes in front of me. I'm just going off the top of my head. So like I said, don't quote me. But this is the problem. You normally get your tax credit when you file taxes at that one time. This year, they want to pay you every month. Now, this is my biggest problem. A lot of people have not received their stimulus, their third one. A lot of people have not received the third stimulus. They're really waiting on you to file your 2020 taxes to send you the third stimulus, because the first and second stimulus was based off of your 2019 taxes, right? So then if you file taxes this year, that's what the IRS is saying, that if you file taxes this year, then they'll go ahead and submit. A lot of people have not got their stimulus, right? So my thing is, if a lot of people haven't got their stimulus, now they're telling all of you millions of parents, I'm talking about millions, and this ain't black and white. We got millions of parents out here. Now they telling y'all they want to pay you a monthly payment starting July 15th. Anywhere between $250 to $300 per child. This is about to be a whole mess. I'm going to tell y'all right now. So the portal, it's so backed up. You can't even talk to nobody. That's what I'm saying. Like, all of this is a hot mess. I really hate that they're even offering this. I really feel like they should just not do this and give y'all the tax credit next year like they normally do. And you just get a bigger refund. Because could you imagine if y'all had 3 kids and you was able to get an additional $3,000 up to, let me say that, up to $3,000. Because again, it's based off of your income. I'm going to do an earned income credit class too, because I need y'all to understand how this goes. I tell y'all this all the time. It's not a one size fit all with taxes. Okay? Just because you got 3 kids, you're not going to get the same amount of money that your friend with 3 kids got, especially if y'all not on the same salary scale. Okay? So I'm going to do another video. I did a video like 5 years ago, an earned income credit class, and I did it for free. I'm going to do a free workshop on that one. I'm not going to charge y'all for that one. But I'm going to do a full earned income credit class so y'all can understand where this come from. But that's the thing. What you do with what's going to happen with this is it's going to be a big mess, because the thing is they want to start making payments. What they're saying is they're going to start making payments starting July 15th. Well, July 15th, okay? July 15th comes, a lot of you are going to have a totally different thing going on. And in order for you to opt out of it, they want you to go on this portal. Right? If you go to irs.gov right now, without me even putting the link up, if you go to irs.gov right now, without me putting the link up, on the very first homepage, it says additional information regarding this child tax credit. All right? I'm on here right now. If you go to irs.gov homepage, the very first homepage, the second side of the screen, it says get answers on the advanced child tax credit. If you click on that, you'll get all your answers. All right? You'll get all of your answers if you click on that. Then it also shows you the tool. It says where you can unenroll from the advanced payments. And then if you're a non-filer, how you submit your information. Because, right, we have people who have kids, but they don't file taxes. Because those of you who are, let's say you're on disability, Social Security disability income or something like that, right? You don't file taxes because you don't have to file taxes on Social Security benefits or disability benefits, but you may still have a kid. So this portal is for that. It's for you to opt out or for non-filers, right? So like I said, you could go on irs.gov right now and you can click right on it and you can see for yourself, okay? But those of us in this tax industry, we really feel like this is about to be a huge mess, because I want you all to understand this. If you accept these payments over the next 6 months, they are going to deduct what they paid you out on your tax return. So this is one of the questions that I'm going to have to ask next year when you all come in for taxes is, that's going to be a new form that I have on my intake sheet when you come in, right? And that's what we're going to ask. We're going to ask pretty much what if you had actually applied for this tax return. I'm sorry, if you had applied for this funding and you got these monthly payments. Because what we're going to have to do is whatever monthly payments you got, we have to deduct that from your original credit amount. This is crazy. That's why I said sometimes they be thinking they be trying to help, and this is going to be a big mess because we talking about hundreds of millions of people. You get what I'm saying? Over 300 million people file taxes every year. And then they do all this crap, and then they don't ask none of us who are in the industry. I hate them. They always go do something, and you never poll us tax preparers because we're the ones that got to deal with all this craziness. How to file the 1400 without filing? You have to file in order for you to get your stimulus payment from last year, your 1200 and your 600. You're gonna have to file it on your taxes, and more likely, in order for you to get this 1400, you're gonna have to file it next year. See, this year we could have claimed it on your taxes. If you didn't get your first stimulus payment, we could have claimed the 1200 and the 600 on this year's tax return, your 2020 taxes. We can't do nothing about the third stimulus payment this year because we're in the year. That stimulus, the 1400 was for this year, 2021. So you probably won't be able to file that until next tax season if you didn't get it. We'll see. Because that's why I said they just been doing the most over here. But that's the main thing with the child tax credit. That's it, and that's what's gonna be the mess. These monthly payments are gonna be a hot mess. Because too, what they're saying is they're gonna go off of your most recent tax return bank account. So if y'all closed your bank account out, or that, you need to get on that portal. You need to get on that portal. All right. You need to get on that portal and log in. Either opt out all the way or update your information. Right. You're gonna get it now or you're gonna get it later. You're gonna get a portion of it now though, because it's only 6 months left out the year. So even if they paid you the $250 for the next 6 months, what's that, like $1,500 or something like that? So you will still get a portion of the credit next year, but you're not going to get the full credit because they're going to deduct that. What if someone else filed your child or children? Yeah, see, that's the other hot mess. That's what I'm talking about. This is the other thing I'm talking about, because that's what we were saying too. We have some parents who flip and flop every year. So some parents, one parent files the kid, then the next year another parent files the kid. Then some of y'all sell y'all kids off. Let's just keep it real. Some of y'all sell y'all kids off, and now other people are claiming your kids, right? So this is what I'm talking about. You're going to have to go on the IRS, and you're going to have to do that portal. You're going to have to do that portal. You're going to have to do that portal. If somebody else is filing your kid, you're going to have to do that portal. Because they're going to go off of the information off of people's tax return. So that's why I'm saying, any of you that got any discrepancies, y'all need to go and file that portal. You got to file the portal. There's no other way to do it. It's going to be no other way around it. It's going to be no other way around it if you're not claiming your own kid. You're going to have to go on that portal. I can't even opt out because my return is still processing. So when they went on there, they asking you for your current tax return information, which a lot of people are still processing. It's a mess because people's kids is in foster care. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they be thinking they be doing something, and this is gonna be a whole big mess. Whole big mess. It's like crazy. Crazy. I get that email once or twice a week about this dang on child tax credit. I didn't even want to talk about it on here for so long. I had actually been avoiding this conversation because it's crazy. It's crazy how they about to do this. I don't know how they about to pay y'all. Y'all about to be all over the place with this. I've been on here a whole hour, baby. So you're going to have to just go on YouTube and watch the video if you missed anything. TikTokers, the video will be on YouTube. I'm on YouTube live right now. So anything that you missed, you can come on YouTube and check it out. My YouTube page is the same as my TikTok page, Patrice L. Stewart. I'm not the one filing my children support with this. Will this affect my tax? No. If you're not filing the kids on your taxes, then this won't affect your taxes. No. This is only for the people who have the kids filed on their tax return. And then this is also for people who do the every other year, because like I said, we have some parents who are separated or divorced, and you get to flip-flop. You know, one year you may file, the next year you file, you know, and so forth. So we have a lot of parents like that, and that's another issue. So if you are one of those parents that flip-flop, you have to go on the portal. Both of you have to go on the portal and do it. It's no way to split the year. Only one parent can claim a child per year. So even if they split the child throughout the year, only one parent can claim the child for the year. So whoever claims the child for the year, that's who gets the credit. But if you claimed the child last year and then somebody else is claiming them this year, both of you have to go on and do the portal. Same way if you marry filing jointly, both of you have to go on and do the portal. If you marry filing jointly, both of you have to go on and do the portal. Know that. It will not take it. It will still send your spouse the payment if your spouse does not go on and sign the port and set up the portal. Thank you, Juan. Yeah, I know my shit. I do know my shit. I do. The IRS portal. Tyler, I'm talking about the child tax credit if you're just coming in here. So we're talking about the child tax credit that just got increased this year. The government has been talking all the last 3 months about issuing you all monthly payments. So now they're stating that starting July 15th, the monthly payments will start. So starting next month, you all are supposed to start getting these monthly child tax credit payments. But I want you to understand, if you take the monthly, they're going to deduct that from your taxes next year. So whatever you got monthly, they're going to deduct that dollar amount from your taxes when you file next year. What about the people that sell their kids? Who going to get the money? That I just said that, baby. I already talked about that. So you'll have to go back to my video was on YouTube. You can go back and watch the video on YouTube. I don't think this was possible either, but I read it on the IRS site. What if you are just adding a new kid this year? Right. So again, those of you who have newborns, let's say you just had your baby this year. You just had your baby last month. You have to go on the portal to add them. Anybody that got what if questions, what if that 9 times out of 10, you have to go on the portal. Okay. That's pretty much what I'm telling you. Whatever questions you have about this child tax credit, you need to go on the portal. That's the best way for me to tell you. Either if you want the money, you want to update the money, you want to update your bank account, you want to update your kids, anything dealing with this child tax credit, your 99.9% are going to have to go on that portal. All right. If both don't go on the portal, the first adult gets the money. Will the first adult owe if the second adult claims the kids? All right, y'all in a whole another conversation. Now I ain't getting into all that. I just told you what it is. I ain't getting into all that. I'm sorry, Joanna. I'm not going to answer that question. That's a whole nother other tax question, baby. I ain't doing that. Go on the portal. Whoever filing first, all that stuff, that don't really matter. Because if you go on the portal and put that information in there, then the portal is about this payment. All right. The portal is about this payment. Now, as far as who filing first and all that stuff, you'll deal with that next year when it comes to filing the taxes. This ain't filing the taxes. This is for you to get that additional child tax credit money. That's what this is about. All right. I understand you trying to learn something new. You tried it, but we ain't going there. I ain't going into that. But you tried it. I understand. Hey, ain't nothing wrong. You can't, nothing beat a failure but a try, right? Nothing beat a failure but a try. You tried it, but we ain't going there. We ain't going there. Go to the portal. When the second unemployment refund dropping, I don't know, baby. IRS been taking a long time. They just started processing clients for unemployment that I filed back in February. We just got 3 payments today for clients who filed unemployment back in February, and they just adjusted their taxes and made their payment today. She say, I'm cracking up laughing. Yeah, I ain't mad at you. Hey, I ain't mad at you. If you think you can answer the, get the question next, I know how it be. I'm sorry, YouTube. I haven't seen nothing yet. I've been talking to TikTok. My son got a notice today. Yeah, and then let me also say this, y'all. If y'all get any kind of notices from the IRS, you need to answer them immediately. Do not sit on them. I have some people come to me and you like, oh, I got a letter from the IRS. And then when y'all bring me the letter or you email me the letter is a year old, a year and a half old, 2 years old. What you holding on? And then you think I'm supposed to make a miracle to make something happen. If you get notifications from the IRS, you all, please take it seriously and respond in a timely manner. Okay? You cannot be holding on to them letters for months and years. And then you wondering why you owe the IRS $10,000. Because all you had to do was get with somebody, handle what you needed to handle, submit the paperwork that they needed, and you good. But y'all be wanting to just sit on it and think it's going to go away. No. If the IRS say you owe them some money, you need to get on that shit immediately. If they say we need additional paperwork, you need to be sending them additional paperwork immediately. Because what you don't understand is the IRS is a collection agency. Okay? The IRS is not the federal government. The IRS is not the federal government. Who issues your checks is the United States Treasury. If you notice when you got checks in the mail, it said the United States Treasury. The Treasury is who cuts your check. The IRS is who we go through to process everything. The IRS is a collection agency for the United States Treasury. Okay? That's who the IRS is. So when a lot of people be like, I'm scared. You don't have to be scared of the IRS. The IRS is just like another collection agency. If you communicate with them, if you talk to them, you get on a payment plan with them, you work something out with them, you'll be fine. But Wesley Snipes, he was dodging them. He didn't have a good accountant. Okay? He didn't have a good tax person. When Jermaine Dupri got messed up 15 years ago and all his stuff got taken away, he didn't have a good tax person. He didn't have a good accountant. Because all you have to do is talk and communicate with those people. That's it. If you scared to do it, then hire a professional to do it for you. But please do not sit on those letters and notices. You make it worse for yourself, okay? You make it so much worse for yourself. And you pay an unnecessary interest and penalty. Now, if you work with a professional, a lot of us can get that interest and penalty down or taken away. But why pay an extra $2,000 or $3,000 in interest and penalty when all you had to do was respond to the letter in a timely manner? Okay? Again, for my people of color, because I know a lot of us are not taught money, management, finances, how to deal with things, right? A lot of us just out here winging it. Your mama and daddy didn't teach you because they was living check to check. So how they gonna teach you how to budget, how to talk to the IRS, how to run your finances, right? That is part of the reason why I'm on here, to help educate you. But you need to respond when you get these letters, okay? That's it. Don't hold to it. Don't hold on to it because you make it worse for yourself. You can just do so much more. You can clear this stuff up. I have cleared up a lot of people mess and issues if you just handle it on time. A lot of time, this is the thing with the IRS. It's what you can prove. You can write off almost anything, especially in business. You can write off almost anything, even for personal taxes. You can write off a lot of stuff that you're supposed to legally write off, right? But for business, you could damn near write off almost anything if it's necessary and ordinary for your business, right? It's what you can prove to them. That's it. If I needed, prime example, I had it wasn't my client. I worked with an enrolled agent who worked with a client who was a real estate agent out of Miami. She wanted to buy a yacht. All right. She wanted to write that entire yacht purchase off because she bought the yacht, because what she does is she sells to high-end clients. She has high-end $1 million clients. So she's riding up and down the bay all day trying to sell these $1 million houses. So she said, if I have this yacht, which is an ordinary and necessary expense for me and my business, because by her being in Miami, it's a water town. So as a realtor, that was a legal and necessary business expense for her. The first tax person she went to, they denied it. When she worked with my EA lady, they approved it. Because the EA lady knew how to understand and how to decipher why she needed this. You have to explain why you need certain things. But if you have a ordinary and necessary, if it's ordinary and necessary for your business, you can write off almost anything. And it's all what you can prove to the IRS. That is why Bezos and them are paying zero taxes in federal. You get what I'm saying? That's why a lot of these big box corporations are paying damn near zero in federal taxes. All right, y'all done had me on here a lot longer than I'm supposed to be. It's 1:20. Let's wrap this on up. When they say write off, how does that work? Less money to pay in. We'll talk about that. I'm going to talk about that more in my business course. Because a lot of you do think that when I say write off, that you didn't have to pay it. You're still paying it. But the difference is when you're a business, when I say write off, it's a deduction. So if I make $100,000 in my business, my write-offs are expenses. So I pay salary to my office manager. I pay salary to my virtual assistant. I pay rent for my business, right? I pay certain things. Once I go through, right, and list all my ordinary and necessary expenses for my business, I may have had $90,000 worth of expenses. So now, instead of me paying tax on $100,000, I'm only paying tax on $10,000. That's what write-offs are, right? But I still had to spend the money. It doesn't mean that I didn't have to spend the money. I still spent the money. I'm just not paying taxes on it right away. In business, you pay taxes at the end when you file taxes. When y'all W-2 wage earners, you pay taxes out of every payroll check. That's the difference. So if you a W-2 wage earner that made $100,000, y'all pay on average about $30,000 in taxes. Most of my 100,000 people, if you paying the real taxes, because some of y'all goes exempt and don't want to pay your taxes, then you be wondering why you owe all this other stuff. But if you paid your real amount in taxes, 100,000, you taxed about 30 grand. Me, if I'm a business and I make 100,000, I ain't paying 30 grand in taxes. That's the difference. That's what write-offs are. They're expenses, right? That's pretty much what write-offs are deductions, deductible write-offs. That's what write-offs mean. But it don't mean that you're not spending the money. Because I think that's what a lot of people mean when I'm saying write-offs, like it's free money. No, you still spending it. You just writing it off. We'll get more into that though. That's a whole nother other conversation. That money gets into the IRS, semi-weekly, semi-monthly, yep. IRS get all your money. Well, not the IRS, but it's the government agencies. You got federal, you got state, you got Medicare, right? That's what's going into paying into all of that. Employer taxes, wages, right? All that stuff. That's what's doing that. But when you're a business like myself, I don't pay none of that. I pay it for my payroll, like my employee. When I pay her check, then that comes out of her payroll, right? But me personally, right? The only thing I pay is, I do pay myself a W-2 because I'm an S corp. But still, I don't pay myself no 100,000. I pay myself the bare minimum, the reasonable. And then the rest of the way, it's filtered through my business. So that's the difference. So I learned how to not be a W-2 slave. I hate to call it, but it's what it is. They have turned us W-2 wage earners to slave workers. That's what it is. It's slave labor. It's modern day slavery. This is what W-2 wage earners are, because that's the way that they get you in this country. You're taxed the most. It's modern day slavery. You're taxed the most off of a W-2 wage earner. And all you got to do is set up a business, set yourself up as a corporation, a S Corp, and you could run and make money a whole nother other way. That's what I learned. Once I got let go from corporate America in 2013, and I was able to put 1,000% into my business and learn business taxes, read business tax laws, read how Jeff Bezos and Amazon and the wealthy have been living and how they're living and how they're able to make millions and billions of dollars and they're not paying taxes. I was like, oh, I need to learn that. I need to learn the game. That's it. All you got to do is learn the game. Once you learn the game, you in a whole nother other ball game out here. It's a whole nother way of life. It's a whole nother way to live out here, which is why I'm always empowering you. If you are, because everybody's not a business owner, everybody not going to do it. Everybody not going to have the gut, the grit. You gotta, this is not easy. I'm not going to get on here and make it seem like it's easy. This is not easy to run a business. Okay. You got to be serious. All right. But if you are someone like me, I used to be sitting in that cubicle at that bank. Like, this is some bullshit. Y'all paying me $40,000 in a salary. And I'm over here doing $3 million, $4 million in sales. And y'all paying me $40,000 after taxes. After taxes, I'm bringing home 30, 32. And I'm making y'all $4-5 million. Hell to the no. I was like, oh, no, baby, this ain't for me. This ain't my life. So I had already started my business in 2008, but I was glad because I quit making money. Shit, I started referring my clients to another financial services firm, and then Harris let me go. They say your number's down. I know my number's down because I ain't finna keep giving y'all no fucking money and y'all slave laboring me $40,000 and I'm bringing y'all $4 or $5 million in sales. The fuck? Baby, bye. Fire me. Let me get a little unemployment. Let me go do my own thing. And that's what I did. I bet on myself in 2013. Bet on myself in 2013. And in 2021, this is what you see. Tax Credit Academy, Patrice L. Stewart. I'm still here. Still growing. Still good. Ain't missed a meal, as you can see. I'm a thick girl, plus size girl. God made sure I'm straight. Now, was it some ups and downs? Was it some struggles? Was it some crying? Was it some long nights and sacrifices? Hell to the yeah. But now I own the Tax Credit Academy. This is my company I work for. I ain't slaving for nobody else. If I'm a slave for myself and take all the benefits. I ain't finna slave for nobody else. No. And that's what I'm saying. Some of y'all think just like me. Some of y'all in that cubicle like, this ain't my life. Some of y'all in that cubicle like, I know I'm supposed to be a business owner. I know I ain't supposed to be sitting here working for this fucking corporation that ain't treating me right. That's why I be on here talking to y'all. Because some of y'all need to hear that. Some of y'all need to see somebody who look like you that put the time and energy into themselves and made it work. Like, man, you can make it work. You can get out here and make your money. I tell y'all the same story every time. I was making $40,000 at Harris Bank. Harris let me go March 13th, 2013, March 18th, something like that. I took me a little time off, took me a little month or two off. I started my business, like really pushing my business, promoting my business, talking to people June 2013. By December 2013, in 6 months, I made $98,000. I made $98,000 in 6 months, betting on myself. Some of y'all just need to stop playing it safe and bet on yourself. What's the worst you got to lose? What's the most you gonna say? It didn't work? You failed? Okay. I failed several businesses. This ain't the first business I had. I've started several businesses. I'd rather start and try than sit on my ass and never do nothing and be wondering why. So many of y'all content. You need to get off that content. You got one life to live. You got to remember that. You got one life to live. We ain't here forever. I'm not promised to wake up tomorrow. But at least I know I did everything I can to bet on myself. I did everything I can to start a business for the people who look like me in my community. I did everything I can to get on here and empower somebody else. That's it. That's all that matters. I'd rather fail any day. I'd rather lose 100,000 trying than to never make it and to never try. Because I'll make that 100,000 right back. That's another thing. When you a good person, when you God-led and God-fed, I love to say that. I'm God-led and God-fed. God makes sure I eat. I pass this money out like it's nothing. When I go out of town, I'm tipping, I'm giving money away. I give money away all the time. I don't hold on to it. Money don't make me. Because I'm going to make it right back. I'm going to make it. When you a good person, he going to make sure you stay in overflow. When you good, like when you really a good individual, that's what I'm saying. My name speaks volume. That's one thing I ain't play about. My name, I don't owe nobody no money. I ain't never took nobody, no money from nobody. If you ever did business with me and you had a problem, you got a refund. I don't owe nobody. My name ain't bad in these streets. Patrice L. Stewart name is 100 around here up in these streets. And that's what my grandmother taught me. Yo, our name, the Stewart name, that's legacy. I don't play about my name. My character and my name is solid. Period. Period. I don't play that. If we ain't gonna work together, you got your money back, baby. You got a refund, whatever. Ain't no scheming, scamming, stealing. We don't do none of that around here. Nah. Because that's one thing I don't play about is my name and my company name. We got integrity around here. And I don't work with everybody. And some of y'all need to understand that too when you do decide to get in this business. Everybody is not a client. I don't work with everybody. I turn down a lot of people. A lot of people. People will come into your office. I've had people come and drop $5,000 cash, some little hood boogers. I'm good. Take your money and your energy. That's the most important thing that I want to leave on here for you. If you are an aspiring business owner, all money is not good money. And everybody is not your client. You do not deal with everybody. If you got a bad feeling about them, you got to have discernment. I have real good discernment. When you walk in my office, if your energy is bad, I'll tell you real quick, this ain't that. You know what? This ain't going to be a good fit. Thank you. Have a nice day, but I'm good. I'm very big on energy. If your energy is not in alignment with my client and who I want around me and in my base, I'm not working with you. I'm not working with you. Yeah, that's why I call them the hood boogers, because they be thinking they doing something. The ones that you know this mog car cracker, this mog ain't never had a job a day in his life. They didn't want to come up in here talking about doing this and doing that. Nah, I'm good on you, boo. Keep your money, because some people be thinking that cash means shit. Cash don't rule me. That's why I told you I'm God-led. You could come drop 5-10. That shit don't mean nothing. I could make 5-10 a whole nother other way. I don't need your money to get that 5 to 10 grand. It's called discernment. This is why I was telling a lot of y'all who y'all was dealing with about that PPP. Y'all was dealing with a lot of evil people. You was dealing with a lot of greedy mindset people, because ain't no way you should have been paying nobody $5,000 to $10,000 to get no fucking 20,000. Those are some of the people that I'm talking about. And it's okay. You did it. It's done. It's over with. But it's a learning experience. Learn from that. Learn from that. Learn from this situation that you're in right now. If you feeling some kind of way, or you paid somebody this money and now you got to call me to ask what's going on because they didn't give you the information or whatever. All right. learn from that experience. It's a learning experience. A lot of times God be trying to talk to y'all and teach y'all, and a lot of you don't be paying attention. A lot of you don't be paying attention to the lesson. Sometimes you got to go through stuff several different times, but it's a lesson in it, and he needs you to learn the lesson. Oh yeah, definitely. People who scam and lack mentality. They also lack moral, because that's what I'm saying. My moral compass would never allow me to charge nobody that kind of money. So that's what I said. For people who was like on here saying something for me about charging a $47 for a webinar, that's why I was like, you don't even know, you don't even understand, because I'm a business. I'm a business. I legally have the right to charge for a webinar. I'm a whole business, and I'm teaching and I'm educating. But you was okay with paying somebody $5,000 and you got nothing but a loan with no information. So that's what I'm saying. It's so many of our people that, you know, that think like that think that's okay. You think that's okay, but then you have an issue with me charging $47. That's just show your mindset. You get what I'm saying? And those are the people who I don't want. I don't want those people in my webinar. You know what I'm saying? That's not my client base. The people who think like that. That's not my client base. My client base is more of you who I'm actually connecting to, more of you who I'm getting called, you know, who is calling my office. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what this is. At first, I was not happy with this video going viral because I didn't want this attention. I'm a very private person. Very. I don't do all that. I don't be out. I'm not flashy. I'm a plain person. I don't do the cars closed rim mentality. Even in Chicago, I keep to myself. I have a lot of family. Okay. I have a lot of family members. I got a lot of cousins, and real cousins, blood cousins that's out here in these streets, moving and shaking. You'll never know we was related because I'm a very private person. I keep to myself. Right. So when this video went viral, it's the second time it went viral. I didn't want all this attention. I was not with this shit. I was like, oh yeah, nah, I ain't with this. I don't need all this. Because majority of the people that was calling was fraudulent. A lot of these people were the fraud PPP people. I didn't do that video for y'all to call me. I really did that video to educate you because I just was tired of seeing everybody getting played, paying $5,000. In Chicago, they was charging $5,000 and up. $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. That was the going rate in Chicago, baby. $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. And I'm over here like, what the hell? Me and my other tax professionals, we was like, what the hell? And so when I did the video, I didn't know that it was this, all other 49 states was going through the same thing. I thought it was only happening in Chicago. I thought all the fraud was just going on in Chicago. But when the video went viral, and then I started talking to y'all calling in, all 50 states. I have literally talked to somebody in every state that was saying this, and I couldn't believe it. I had no clue that this was going on like this. Fast money. Exactly. Fast money. And most of them people will, unless by the end of this year, by the end of this summer, all them people who y'all paid that $5,000, $10,000 that done made a quick $200,000, $300,000 off y'all, they're going to be in the same place. Back broke. Girl, ATL, they was charging $10K for 19 to 20K. Girl, back. Half? Oh my God. Oh my God. That is crazy. That's crazy. I'm sorry, y'all. That's why I had to get on and tell the truth. They was mad. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to get on and tell the truth, though. That was hurting my heart to see y'all played out here like that. That was hurting my little heart to see y'all played out here like that. I was like, Jesus. I was like, Jesus. We did over 20 million in funding last year. I did a $67 webinar, and I was walking through y'all step by step to do the EIDL application. $67. Y'all was paying somebody 10 grand. Whew, Jesus. Bless their heart, baby. But that's not good, because karma will come back on them people. God don't like ugly. And God don't like when you playing people, and especially when you playing people that don't know. Because a lot of these people that I'm talking to are like under 25. I'm not really having a whole lot of conversations with you grown folks. A lot of you grown folks was like, yeah, I know. I ain't paying nobody that kind of money. Most of my grown people was paying maybe $2,000-$3,000. But but these kids that under 25 age group, they got played. They was paying $5 to $10 grand. But that's okay though, because God them people that did that, karma come. I believe in karma. That's why I do work in integrity, because karma is real. You think you got over on somebody today, you be hustling. And this is the other thing, y'all. Y'all see so many hustlers out here, and you see somebody that's 40, 45, and they still hustling. That's why. This is why I want y'all to get out of the mentality of hustling and scheming. And you know what I'm saying? When you focus and you build a solid, legitimate business, or you build a solid, whatever, even if it's not a business. Let's say you want to get into real estate. You want to start buying houses and flipping houses. You want to learn Airbnb. You want to get into this cryptocurrency. You get what I'm saying? It's all kind of ways to make legal, legit money out here. And that's part of the real reason why I am on here. I just want you to think bigger. You get what I'm saying? I just want you to think outside of what you are maybe used to seeing on a daily basis, or people that's around you that's lying and playing you, like this, to say, I'm going to get you a 20 grand loan and to take 10 from you. I want you to learn from this experience and know, like, I could be better. I could think bigger. I could be better. You get what I'm saying? And when you think like that and you start talking like that and you start asking God, that's why I be on here too, y'all. I need y'all to start talking to God again. I need you to start talking to your higher power again, because we didn't just wake up. Everybody got blessed today. This is a gift. Every day you wake up, it's a gift, because somebody else didn't get to do it. Some people died today. Some people didn't wake up this morning. And that's the other reason why I'm telling y'all, don't let these jobs hold you back and make you think that your life you got forever. You don't got forever. Because we used to think that too in our 20s. A lot of you 20-year-olds be around here cocky, thinking y'all doing something. Y'all ain't doing shit. Y'all ain't doing shit that we wasn't doing. I'm 40. Y'all doing car cracking and all that shit back in the day. We was doing checks. But you know what I'm saying? It's all type of shit. Every generation got their money moved. But it also shows you who's here, who's still around, who got longevity. Do y'all want to be the old time drug dealer standing on the corner talking about what he used to have, what he used to make? I know a bunch of drug dealers that made $1 million. They ain't got that shit today. So do you want to be speaking in past tense? You get what I'm saying? Do you want to be speaking like some of these people you see, the old heads on the street? I see you, Lord. Lord say, I'm watching you trolls. Come on, boo. Keep them in line. Right. Hit that like button. Hit that notification button. I got to tell y'all, somebody told me that too. Say hit your like and your notification button. I got to learn all this new stuff, right? All right, I'm getting off of here, y'all. I done poured enough into y'all. Because this is the thing. When I do this and I pour into y'all, my body be so drained. My back hurt like a mog right now. When I get off of here, I got to meditate. I got to go take me a little smoke break. Because, yeah, I'm a smoker. I like me some green. I'm all with the marijuana. I'm with the marijuana community. I will be having me a dispensary. I just met me a grower. Yeah, I'm with it. Okay? Don't think you can't be who you are and still do taxes and work and be business. You could be a little hood. You could be a little educated. You could smoke. You could do whatever you want to do and be your natural self and run your business. Okay? Don't let nobody put you in no box. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's green. It come from the ground. The earth, the God made it. All right. Some of them hard drugs y'all doing, y'all need to stay off of, though. Them pills and all that stuff. Get up off of that. If you're going to do something, go ahead and go to the green, okay? But I'm getting off of here. Love y'all. Hope I made you think about something tonight. I'll be back on tomorrow because I'm trying to do every day, for this next 7 days. We'll get this PPP class together. If you are just coming in, you want to join my community, text 773-923-1763. All right? 773-923-1763. That gets you in my community. And if you want the link for this upcoming PPP webinar, so I'm going to do a webinar. I'm sorry, not a webinar, a live workshop. Live, just like this, right? We're going to do the PPP forgiveness. It'll be in the next 7 days. If you want to get on that, it's going to be $67. If you're in my community, you'll get an early bird text. You have 48 hours, and you'll get it for $47. All right? That's it. 773-923-1763. I know it's backwards, but this is the way I had to type it. Text I'm in if you want to get in the webinar. If not, just text community, and then that way they get you in my text community. That's VIP access to me. Again, don't get on there asking 21 questions. All right? Now, that's it. I will see y'all tomorrow. They'll probably be earlier in the day, maybe like 3 o'clock that we'll get on. And that's it. TikTok, if you missed anything, go to YouTube. YouTube, thank you for joining. Thank you for liking. Appreciate y'all. Welcome to my page, to the community. And that's it. I'll see y'all soon. Have a good night. You ready, Ma? I gotta get to the bathroom. Go ahead.